is Jude, 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 Jude. That is Jude, Jude. And thank you so much for joining me for part 3 of my book show and tell series. As you can see, today is manga edition. And this video will be significantly shorter than the other parts, but I'll be doing some more reading throughout this. And I if we run too short on time, I do have some miscellaneous books that I thought I could incorporate in here because it kind of fits the theme. But we'll get to it. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to catch me in this video. I hope that your day has been peaceful and that you are relaxed. And if you're not relaxed, hopefully I can help you with that. But anyway, let's get started. My manga collection is not that impressive, but it's mostly not impressive because I don't like buying more than one volume of a series unless I really, really like it. So you won't see very many like this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You really will only see like volume 1. That's just kind of how I roll. I have read, like for example, Wotakoi. I've read the whole, like all of the volumes that have come out this far, but I read them at Barnes & Noble. I don't buy them because I love Wotakoi, but it's not like it's just too much money. I will only invest extra money in things that I really, really know I will value in regard to books. So let's see. Let's actually get started now. Let me move this over here. There you go. Let's start with I guess I would say it's my favorite anime, yeah. Death Note. For the longest time before I watched the anime, I thought that this was just some kind of weird, like little, symbol, kind of language that is incorporated throughout the franchise, but I was wrong. It's just the letters turned sideways. This is like there's a lot of books here that you'll see that have Viz on their spine. So Viz right here and Viz right here. There is an app on the App Store that is run by the people who publish these books, and you can read all of the manga there for about $2 a month. That's the subscription that I pay for, and that is where I read. Like, for example, if I were to read this one and I really, really like it, I would read the rest on Viz. However, if I can't find it like on Viz, then I will probably end up buying, and I really, really like it, I'll end up buying like volumes 2 and 3 and whatever. But I don't think that I would ever buy like the entire series of something unless it was really short. It just seems like way too much money. However, that is there's an exception with one of these that you'll see in a sec if you haven't already seen it at the beginning of this video. But this is, for the longest time, I thought that this is a boy, it's a girl, but I think that she's the main character. Her name is Emma, right? The back of it says, Emma, Norman, Ray, and Ray are the brightest kids at Gracefield House Orphanage, and under the care of the woman they refer to as Mom, all the kids have enjoyed a comfortable life, good food, clean clothes, and the perfect environment to learn. What more could an orphan ask for? One day, though, Emma and Norman uncover the dark truth of the outside world they are forbidden from seeing. And on the back here, this looks like a very lovely little house. People are playing. There's just like a boot by itself with no leg attached to it. I know briefly, I know like kind of what this is about already, but I don't know what happens or anything, so it's not like I haven't been like spoiled or anything. This is called Inspector, right? That's how you say this. I haven't read this either. I bought it mostly because this guy looked attractive. If I really like the art and I vibe with the art, I'll buy this. If I don't vibe with the art, I won't read it most of the time. For example, I don't vibe with the manga art for Ouran High School House Club. So I don't think that I will ever end up reading. Maybe I will past the point where the anime stops. Maybe I'll read that. But I don't have any plans to get to that right now, and it really is solely because I don't like the art. But I like the art here. It's very, very sharp. I don't know what it's about. No idea. I just kind of bought it. I mean, I think my initial impression after reading the back was that it was good, but I haven't read past that. Anyway, let's get to my pride and joy. Yes! I own all of the volumes that have come out for Given thus far. It is only 5, but I believe the 6th one is either like just out or on its way. Yes, this is Given. This is not a Viz manga. It's like a BL company, which is Boys Love. They published this, and it is an anime that you can watch, but I have not seen the anime, and I am halfway through the series, so I don't know what it is like, how it ends. Like this one, I don't know what happens. I won't watch the anime until I finish this. Maybe until I get like far enough into the manga that I feel like it's an appropriate place. I don't really know how I make these decisions. I just kind of do it. But I found all 5. It is very sad. It's like, this is the first one. I love the art, first of all. The cover art is really cool. It is really sad though. So it's Given. This is the main guy, I'm pretty sure. I'll read you the back. So, love of music unites the 4 members this thick, and in the middle are color pages, so you can actually see what they look like. And throughout, like, there's always really cool art after each kind of like scene, I guess, in the book. So I really enjoy this. It is so cute. The author like really worked hard on it because when you read this, it's very like video game themed. Each character is an otaku specialist of a different thing. So she draws manga and she's really into BL. He's a gamer. The green girl is Hanako is a cosplayer, and Taro is just like a manga reader, not really like that much of an otaku compared to his friends. But it's like very video game based. So down here there's like little things, little like narrator or like author comments or something that go along with what has just happened on that page. I love Wotakoi. What a good series. I really do recommend this if you're just getting into anime and you want something light and like romancy. This is a great place to start. It's just really fun. The manga is significantly better than the anime because you don't get this experience, like all of the art and the little like comments on the bottom of the page, and you don't get any of that with the anime. So I really suggest that you read it. It's also just very digestible. Okay. Banana Fish. Oh god, it's another Biz manga, so I will be reading the rest of this on Biz. But this is a very action-packed BL, and I'll read the back to you. I feel like that's important. So, nature made Ash Lakes beautiful. Nurture made him a cold, ruthless killer. A runaway brought up as the adopted heir, and oh wait, I can't read this. Sorry, I cannot read this. I did not know that it was gonna say that. It's cool. Okay, it's a cool series. There's an anime too. I cannot read that. Sorry, I didn't know that was gonna come up. Anyway, let's move on. This is My Hero Academia. I have volumes 1, 2, and 3 because I did go through an obsession. I know the fandom sucks. I don't let fandoms ruin things for me. I just don't let that happen. Bakugo is my favorite character. Hawks is my second favorite character. This is another really good starter anime or manga because it's just really popular and it's really well made. I have read farther along the manga than the anime has gone this far, but I dropped it and I picked up Tokyo is that oftentimes the author, Koei Horikoshi, will write things about the characters and kind of like the process on how he decided to make the character a certain way. These are the rundown of all the characters in Deku's class. You have several. If you've ever seen a GB ASMR video, I can assure you that you've probably heard of the series and know the characters because she is a big fan and she talks about the characters and her favorite character is also Bakugo, so that's cool. The little art here is a new character each time. This is Kirishima, which I think after Hawks would be my third favorite character. And it's always like in street clothes or like in different fashion. So, for example, there's also like these UA files and then like this like character thing. So like street clothes of Shoji. And they explain like the behind the scenes. That's where the author's like note comes in. Some facts about the character, like physical attributes. And you get just kind of a close-up of each character because not a lot of them get their moments, and especially in the beginning of the series. This is waiting for spring. Waiting for spring. It's a guilty pleasure series, I would say, because the selling point of this entire series is that the boys are really hot. And that's not an understatement. Please take a second. Like it's the kind of thing where like they're kind of celebrities in their school. And then like there's like that other girl, like she's different, you know. I don't like stories like this most of the time because I don't relate to characters like these who are like really pretty and like perfect and just like very like that, you know. Not everybody comes in that kind of package and it's very hard to relate. I think that most people feel the same way about stories like these. Like they just can't relate to the female protagonist, and also a lot of the time the female protagonist doesn't have much to her. If the story is romance, it revolves around like a really hot guy. But I liked it just because of the hot guys. Like it was just like a okay. I would read the rest of the series just to see what happens, even though it's kind of predictable as to what would happen. This is the main guy. It's like the Tamaki of this series, like Tamaki Suo from Ouran High School in this club. This next one, Food Wars. Oh, Food Wars. I don't have much to say about this one. It is just, it's like a Haikyuu situation where it's better to watch the anime only because not much goes on when you think about it. Like, it's mostly just one activity happening for an extended period of time, and I think that reading it would kind of get a little bit boring. But when you're watching something like people making food, and it's like there's music and the voice, and there's like the voice acting, and the same with Haikyuu, where there's like the intense moments and the noises and everything, you get more into it. But Food Wars is just kind of like a, you know, I'd watch this if I needed some background noise or I wasn't really looking for anything to stress about too much. That's what Food Wars is. I have read this one. So this next one was a gift. It's Your Lie in April. I watched the anime before. I was gifted this. This is a gift from my best friend. She knows that I really like Your Lie in April, and at the time this was my favorite anime. And rightfully, like reasonably so. It's a very good story. Very sad too. The art is like a 6 out of 10 for me because it's not terrible. It's very cutesy, very round, a lot more round. It gets music, so you actually get to hear the things that they're playing. And I think that she is a wonderful character. I really like her. Although, I can't spoil it for you. Like, I can't talk more about it if without spoiling it, so I just won't. This next thing is I Hear the Sunspot. It is a BL series. But I don't okay, this is really frustrating because I own these two and I haven't read them yet. But as you can see, this one says 1 limit. I don't know what limit means. 1, so I'm guessing it's volume 1, right? But this one, which is supposed to be the second one, doesn't say like a number 2 anywhere on it. It just says theory 2, theory of, theory 2, whatever. Happiness. And I don't know what order they go in. And I tried looking it up and I couldn't find anything. But there are a total of 3 volumes as far as I know. And I Hear the Sunspot. The Sunspot. And it's just about this guy who is going deaf. Or is deaf. Maybe. Or has like a hearing disability, yeah. I haven't looked much into this one. I really just bought it because a friend told me that it was good. So that's that. Okay, let's move on. This is I'm gonna go ahead and say indie because I've never heard anyone talk about this, and I don't think that it's like very popular. It's just kind of like a one-shot sort of thing. It's well loved, and I don't know why because I haven't read it, but it's called The Gods Lie by Kari Ozaki. And I love this like watercolor looking art. It's also not glossy, it's matte. Most of these manga volumes that I showed you today have been glossy, but this is matte. And I believe it's just about like kids growing up and coming of age and things change. This is next on my list after I finish Tokyo Ghoul. I'm just kind of trying to get through the Tokyo Ghoul at the moment. But anyway. That is The God's Lie. I loved the title. I loved the art, so I bought it. Let's keep moving. I'll go through these pretty quickly because I don't know what they're about either. I haven't read them. I'm kind of hoarding them. This is Candy Color Paradox. It's about like this guy who's like really serious and takes his career really seriously. And I think like his coworker is the love interest. And so like this guy's really annoyed and this guy's like maybe they don't like each other. But I've heard things about it. I haven't heard, like I don't remember if they were good things or bad things. I don't think that I've heard bad things. I feel like I would remember if they were bad. That is Candy Color Paradox. This next one is Our Dining Table. And I love what it said on the back. Boys love to cook to perfection. I just thought that like this was really cute and TikTok recommended it to me, but I'd already bought this. I just kind of bought it on a whim. They say that it's really cute, and I think it's just it doesn't say 1 or anything, volume 1, so I'm guessing that this is just it for that. These next two. So this is Classmates. I think there's a movie on this. I don't know what it's about. They're classmates though, I think. Right? Like that would make sense. I love how this guy looks. This guy looks kind of scary though. And there's a total of 3 volumes in this series, and I haven't read it. So, okay, this video is not going to be shorter than the other ones. Never mind. This next one is it's pretty new. It's called Become You, and it's very similar to Given in the sense that it's like this little short blonde kid. And taller raven-haired kid. And it says back here, no matter how much time we spend together, I'll never become special to you. Childhood best friends, two halves of a whole. The cool, smart one who's good at almost everything, and his average dorky friend who struggles to do anything right. Yamato and Kakaru, always by the other side, but not together in the way they truly want to be. No matter how hard they try, their hearts cannot reach each other, which is kind of sad. That's like the latest one that I bought. Okay, and then these are not manga, but I forgot to show you these in the last parts. George Orwell, 1984. I had to read this for school, and I didn't read any of it, but I still got 100s on everything, because that's how I do it. We finesse. 1984. It's a little sexist. I did read like half of, like, I think I read like the first 30 pages, just a little bit like where are we going with this, sir? But it is a classic, and it's actually, it's very good. From what I've read on those websites that tell you all the answers to everything, it seems like a really good thing. Also, okay, so this book, I just bought it today, and I believe I might have mentioned this in one of the last videos that I posted, that I wanted this book and I bought it today, and it's called Yolk, like Egg Yolk, and look at this beautiful cover. Oh my god, I said that I was too broke to buy it, and I was, but I used my mom's teacher discount at Barnes & Noble. This is textured. I love that. There's this woman falling, but then look at this, look at this, look at this. Wait, like that. Oh my god, yes! That is so cool. I've never seen that ever. And I was like, not gonna buy it, just like admire it from afar. But you know what? Whatever. I had to get it. And it says Yolk here on the side. So I just wanted to show you that because I said that I was gonna get it, and I did finally get it. I'm really excited that I own it. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope that you are relaxed. Stay tuned for part 4, which will come out pretty soon after this part. It'll be miscellaneous books. A different variety of book, I guess. Not really books that you read per se. But yes, that is all I have. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you are safe. And just remember that you are loved and welcome here. Anytime, 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 anytime. Please feel free to leave a like or subscribe, or not, it's okay. But it would